right, what's up? What's up? What's up, you two? We have a special guest. We got Delicious in the building. How are you doing, Delicious?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. So everybody is saying that you are a racist. I was saying some comments in the chat because you used the N word. So do you consider yourself a racist?
No, absolutely not.
Hmm. So you like to use the N word, and you don't use it in the term of destruction. You think you can use it, right?
Wait, hold on. Hey, I can't hear you.
You think you
Okay, go ahead.
can? I said, so you don't have a problem using the N word because you know some people criticize you for using it.
Yes.
So in this show, you're on the show and you had a beef going on with, I will say, Charlie. And he said some comments said chop off your penis, and you said you had fucked him. Was that a joke?
I can't talk too much about it, but what I will say is that, we both said things that should not have been said, and he, took the opportunity to say that, and, I'm taking the ones that I can to say that I should not have said what I said either. I think it was a point where both of us, like he said, was in a blackout moment, and, he was saying something to try to hurt me, and I was saying something to try to hurt him, but at the end of the day, neither of us should have said what we said, and I shouldn't have said that. So,
Do you feel like you got yourself involved in that because it was messy? I was like, Delicious, you brought it up with the bread situation. Do you regret bringing the situation up?
um, not really. The way that they edited it and the way that it seemed as the situation unfolded, I can kind of see. I like to sit on the fence of everything that I do and what people talk about and whatever in life. I like to kind of see both sides, and I kind of see how it can be messy, but at the same time, where I come from, it's like, well, we're here, let's air it out. We had gotten together the day before, and regardless, they was asking Sherrod, or Sherrod was telling them about what happened at the Hibachi situation, and obviously Sherrod had a little something going on with Brandon, and at that point they took it upon themselves to tell us, where he had worked, and I don't care who says what, that they were like keying about it. Like, I think the problem is some of us on this show think that they're better than or holier than thou. And the problem with that being is that you cannot be like that because it will get you nowhere in life. And, things like that, I feel like people need to see. Like, when you act like you're better than other people and you laugh about where someone's working and you're talking about them in a way, like it kind of made it sound like he was like not like I don't know, but it just wasn't cute. Like, so the thing about it is that when Sherrod was saying what he was saying, and I kind of nipped it in the bud, it was because it's like, okay, you know what, this is my brother sitting right here, and you said what you had to say. I get that you have a problem with him, and you said what you said. Now that's enough. Like, with them two, I don't know you guys. We're not friends, clearly. So go ahead and say what you got to say. And the point is, where I come from and how I was raised and the stuff that I got involved with when I was younger, it really revolved around loyalty. And I really ride or die for the people that I love. So the thing about it is I'm gonna let you guys say what you have to say because I don't know you guys. But at the end of the day, if I go back and I tell the person I'm close with, then we should all understand that because at the end of the day, I'm having loyalty to him and being like, look, these people are saying this shit about you. Like, so while we are all here, how about you just get it out and say it to his face?
Mm. And you felt like it was wrong for Charlie and our guy to make fun of Brandon where Brandon worked.
Of course. I mean, why would you make fun of someone that, and it's not about a 9 to 5. I don't care if you work 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 10 to 7, 8 to whatever. Like, it's about making fun of somebody for what they do to make money. I think that's really the point here because if we really want to take it there, we could take it to other people that are on this cast that do other things to make money and whatever, and it still would be the same thing. How dare you make fun of somebody for where they work at or what their work is. Like, you are nobody to sit there and be judging people for what they do to make money. Because at the end of the day, I've said it before, and none of us sitting on this platform are that fucking famous. So I really think that people need to humble themselves and really sit their ass down and take several seats and remember who they are. Because no matter who you are or what you do and what we all do, none of us are that fucking famous, and we all sit at the same couch at the end of the day.
Right. So why do you think that people are so ashamed of where they work? Because even with the Brandon case, in my humble opinion, I don't think Brandon should have left the show. I think he should have defended himself and stayed on. Do you feel like he should have left the show after that episode?
You know, that's his own decision. I don't have a say in that. You know what I'm saying? That was his decision to leave the show, and if he felt that that's what's best for him, then it is what it is, and there should be nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like if any of us choose to leave the show, like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's just not for you. Sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta. It's really all what you're here about for. Like, you know, for me, I did this show. I didn't come to this show to get fame or fortune. Because the thing about it, and I've said before, like, I didn't need the show. This show needed me. I came on here already doing what I had got going on. I was already performing out here in Atlanta for many great people in many great places. Like, I mean, I've done many great things here. And so when I was on the first season and they had thrown me in because I wasn't part of the first season. They just so happened to be, you know, they saw me, they threw me in, and I did the show with my brothers. And as soon as that was over, I already had been told that I was going to be on this season. So
So
that you could take that into a lot of different things too, because you know people like to say, "Oh, we didn't know each other before." That no, baby, you know, like you knew me, like we all, like you know what I'm saying. I knew you, like it was just like I don't want to go too much into that, but it's like I already knew where I was gonna be, like so.
and you were like going at it with Charlie with the music wise. Do you think like you a better rapper than Charlie?
I mean, I wouldn't say going at it with him because the thing about it is, you know, nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. I would never give Charlie or anybody else that much power to make me feel like I have to have a problem with you. Because the problems I have with people are on a completely different level than these girls out here like to have problems with people. Like, if I have problems with people, people get hurt. Like, we're not even going to go that way. Like, that's tied to a whole different lifestyle that I used to live. Like, before I was even a woman. Like, I don't even act like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just, so we're not even going to go down that route. I don't like to have problems with people. Like, but I mean, if you really want to take it there, like what I had said, I mean, I just feel like our music is at different levels. Like, I've never said that his music is not great. I wouldn't say that because I've said in other things that, you know, I feel like what he contributes to our community as far as his artistry, I respect that. What I feel or how I respect him as a person, we're not even going to talk about that. But what he does and his dramaticness and his outfits and his music or whatever, it all contributes to the evolution of our community as an LGBT community and as LGBT music. So that's everything that I'm trying to stand for. I want our community to evolve and grow, and both of what we give as far as our artistry does that. Now, I mean,
So can you rap or can you freestyle?
I mean, it's really just, I mean, all you got to do is go listen to our music. I mean, go listen to our flows. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, I might be a little bit more lyrically, you know, hip. I mean, I don't know. It is just everybody is going to like my music. Everybody's not going to like my music. I mean, or I should say, not everybody's going to like it. There's going to be people that like it. The same thing with Charlie. There's people that don't like it, and there's people that do like it. I mean, it is what it is, and everybody's going to have their own opinions on it. But it's like, you know what, like, if you really want to take it to rapping, like, you know, since let's put it this way, I'm not gonna say what he is. What I will say is what I do. I do it very great. I don't give a fuck about what he say or anybody else say. Bitch, I do this music. I don't consider myself a rapper. I just consider myself to be a songwriter. I am a musician. I make music. And if you like it, then you like it. If you don't, bitch, suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. Like, but let me say this. I do it, and I do it very fucking well. Like, if we want to talk about rapping, like, go listen to my music. Go listen to my flow. Go listen to what I'm saying. I mean, like, do I need to, like, spit a little something for you guys? Like, I mean, like, it's
Yes.
come on, like, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? Come on. All you
Can
got
you
to do
spit
is
a
a
little
little
something
person
for the
to it.
audience? For those people that doubt you, can you spit a little something for the
So
audience?
listen. Diamond pussy make it bust down. Daddy want it with the fuck ground. Ha mamacita, I'm a fuego. Make me nut, tell him masala luego. No, you mad, watch him hate, tell him hey ho. Kiss my ass as I get to them pesos. Separate, I got fake friends and real foes. And I got people I will kill for. Play pussy, get fucked like a dildo. All that attitude, all make a chill ho, bruh. Bust heads and we spill blood. Real bitches get real love. I mean, come on, go. I mean, come on.
Yes. So with the food fight and the episode, you were there, and the plates were flying, rice were flying, but towards the end, you were still sitting there eating your food.
Yes.
Why is that? Why did you didn't just get up and leave?
I mean, because I came and I came here to eat and I wanted to eat and I ate my food. And no matter what the cast had got going on, the show, the people in there, my brothers, it didn't matter. I came here to eat and nobody was going to get in the way of that. So I'm going to get my food. I made sure my food was not touched because, bitch, I was eating shrimp, lobster steak. Like, I mean, whatever the fuck they was serving on that shit that way they was tossing up, I was eating it. So if y'all don't want to, that's fine. But, bitch, I took my plate. And I made sure that if I didn't finish it all, I took some home. And I sure did take some home with me. Like, nobody was going to get in the way of that. I didn't give a fuck what we was doing, baby. I came here to this location to eat a dinner. And a dinner is what I am going to get.
Yes. So were you disgusted by when Mr. King Hakeem, he spit his food out? Did you see that part? Were you disgusted
Yeah.
by that?
I mean, a lot of people, are kind of like, it kind of was like you shouldn't be spitting your food out like that. But at the same time, I mean, I don't blame him because think of it this way. So he kept the food in his mouth and he started talking and started getting loud. Eventually, that food was going to start going like this. So would you rather him take the whole piece that he took out and just put it down, or like chew it a little bit and then try to fucking get loud and it start flying to whoever the fuck it is around? Like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, it's like looking at a cup of milk. Like, is it half full or half empty, or a cup of water? Like, don't stop looking at it so negative. Like, oh, he took food out of his mouth. Okay, yeah, but the bitch was going to carry on and start going, you know what I mean? Coming out the mouth. Like, would you rather come fly it out of his mouth or be set down out of his mouth? Like, come on.
And I talked with Ford, and because Ford called you a trailer trash, he said a lot of nasty stuff about you. How do you respond to that?
I mean, the thing about it is I really don't have much to say about it because the thing with a lot of people is that I don't care what people say about me. I have a lot of great things going on over here, baby. Like, as we all see, like, Miss Mama is like, I have a lot of great stuff going on over here. I've made many, many, many accomplishments, things that most people that have been here all their life, gay, straight, bi, doesn't matter, have wished and tried to do all their life being out here in general, anywhere, and I've gotten to do. So I'm so humbled and thankful and grateful. So for him and for everybody else that has so much negative to say about me, one, you're fucking dumb, because let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about fame and fortune. I want respect. Where I come from, it's all about respect and loyalty, especially the shit that people know I was into. Like, it's all about respect. It is all about respect. And it's like, bitch, I want respect because with respect comes power. When people can fucking respect you, you can have all the fame and the fortune that you want. But bitch, when you got respect, that is power. And that's how I've been able to do a lot of the stuff that I have out here, because people respect who the fuck I am and how I move and how I carry myself. So however this show makes me seem, just know that, bitch, that's why you see me everywhere. That's why I'm doing all the shit that I'm doing, because I have a lot of fucking respect, because I'm a real ass bitch. Now, when it comes, like I said, to everybody having so much shit to say about me, keep talking shit about me behind my back, because one, you want to say it to my face, and two, God is going to continue to keep blessing me in front of your eyes. Now, how about that?
Wow. How can people get in contact with you? Because you are still on the show, correct? So you still...
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Look, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm only going to go somewhere when I want to go. I will leave when I want to leave this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going nowhere. Nobody can make me go anywhere. Like.
And you're friends with Sherrod. That's your brother, correct?
Yes, that is my baby.
So in this, do you feel like he gets double teamed in the show? Come after him for being an escort.
I mean, probably, like, but at the same token, like, nobody's gonna double team, triple, quadruple, like, this bitch. I don't care. I don't care how many it is. I will always stand behind Sherrod, behind Roman, behind Lando, okay, behind my brothers. That's why I was the way that I was with certain people. Like, I really will ride or die for you guys. Like, so, I mean, and the thing about it is, people accusing him of prostitution or even doing it, whatever he did, bitch. Here's the thing. Our community is so fucking contradicting, and when it comes to stuff like that, because let me tell you something. How is most of us? You're gonna hate a lot of the gay boys get hated on for doing sex work or for making their money, however it is that they make their money, online, offline, in the like wherever. Like, but you will sit here and you will live for girls like me, the girls that make the money doing what the fuck it is they do and get their boobs done and their body and these purses and doing this and going on the dates and this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's talk about it if we're gonna fucking talk about it and air it out. Like, y'all live for the girls like me that do the shit that we have to do to fucking get to the next level, but you will hate on the gay boys out here. And I'm really fucking tired of a lot of shit. That's why I'm like, kind of have this energy, because I'm just like, let's talk about it. Like, let's be fucking 100, 1,000, like, because that's really what life is like out here in Atlanta and in these streets and across all of the other, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's take it outside of Atlanta. Life is really like that for girls like us. You do what you got to do, but you guys will hate on the boys that fucking do it. That's so double standard. Like, you cannot do that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
And did you apologize? Because everybody was asking about the N-word in the chat. Did you apologize to the person that you called? Because I don't know if you called that to Charlie or to our guy. Because y'all, all three of y'all.
That was the confusion, because I didn't call anybody that. I was reciting some of the lyrics in my music, because if you look into the lyrics of my music, and that's what I'm saying lyrically, like, come on, like, listen to my shit. Like, I'm talking about, like, I fuck with, like the respect that I have, like, dudes that'll kill other dudes. Like, I'm from, like, a certain type of lifestyle. Like, I've gained a certain type of respect, and, like, I've done it out there, I've done it here, I've done everywhere I go. Like, I have people that respect the fuck out of me. And if you try to cross that, like, I'm telling you, you don't want to come down this road. This is not what you want. Like, I got up, you didn't want to fight, and I'm sitting here, so I'm going to give to you what you're giving to me is all of this. So if we're going to do all of this, I'll take both of you at the same time. You couldn't handle me. That's why you got up and walked the fuck away.
So you did not call it, but some of your lyric.
No, I did not call them that. And that's really what I want to clear up, is that I did not say that to them. Now, however, I did go ahead and I went to a different, a couple lives. I went on live immediately after that. And I went ahead and I said sorry and apologized for the people for if I have offended you. If I have offended anybody by saying that. But you know what? It was hard for me to, in a way, like, I grew up in this culture. I grew up, like, around the hood. I grew up around nothing but black people. All my boyfriends have been black, all of this and that. And it's not necessarily about a color. It's just the culture. Like, I'm from the hood. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you get what I'm saying? But at that token, like I said, I think people, what they were really focused on wasn't that I said. I think people thought that I said it to them or called them that. And I didn't call them that. I was reciting lyrics from my music stating that pretty much if you fuck with me, you might lose your life or not. I can't tell you that, but bitch, I'm not the one you want to fuck with. Like, that's pretty much what I was trying to say.
And okay, so it was just your music, and you don't regret using that because culturally speaking, you were around black people, so you feel like you have a license to use that word.
I don't want to, you know what? I don't want to sit here and say, I don't regret a lot of things in my life, but I low-key kind of am leaning toward that word when it comes to this because of how it was made seem on this show. Because I'm not like that. And a lot of people have come actually to my defense and been like, look, the way that you're making it look like how it seems like I'm a racist ass bitch or I got a license to say this or that. No, it's just simply like it. But you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like that. Like, and I stand up for our communities, the LGBT community and the black community most, because this is the communities I've been in pretty much all my life. Like, so for it to people to even call me like racist and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, today, like, all fucking day today, I've gotten death threats. I've had like bad shit that we're not even going to talk too much about because I'm not too, I mean, I don't really, I'm like, girl, whatever. But still, the point is that I'm starting to get stuff like that. And it's like, come on, like, really, like, I do a lot for, there's a reason, like I said, why I have so much respect is because I do so much for our communities and I stand for so much. And it's like, for it to be made to seem like that on the show, that's why I kind of lean toward that word. Like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't even have recited my lyrics. Like, because up until this point, nobody's had a problem. I mean, I've been on plenty of different platforms and like just talking how I normally talk. Nobody's ever said anything to me. Nobody, like nothing. And I don't even want to get too much into it being about me or my race or whatever. It's just like, you know, I didn't say it the way that it made it seem. And the reason being is everybody's like, oh, well, why didn't nobody on the production or the cast say anything to her when she was set? Because it's exactly how it was. You guys are they're making it seem one way. And I did not call them that. I did not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was referencing something else and these people already know like what my music, like, come on. Like there's a reason why nobody said something because it wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm. And you're not a racist because some people were saying that you are a racist.
Of course not. I can't be racist. First of all, I can't be racist when I'm not white. So let's make that very clear. Very, very clear. I am not white. I've never been white. I don't have any type of blood of white in my body. So that's that. And then the second thing, like I said, I've been around, and I don't want to say it's the culture, but if you really want to dig into it like that and be literal like everybody else is being, okay, I've been around Black people all my life. My brothers and all my, like everybody around me is Black. My boyfriends have all been Black. My boyfriend that's been in prison for the past 3 years right now is Black. Like, come on, like we're not going to sit here and try to say that I'm racist. Like, baby, no, I'm so sorry.
Wow, you living rough. You had a boyfriend that was in prison.
He still is. Like, come on, that's what I'm trying to say. Like these girls, like, baby, I dip and dabble in this lifestyle because I really want there to be a change. But baby, like, I come from a whole different, like, I wasn't always in the gay scene. I wasn't always like, I lived a completely different life that people don't even know about. Like, I know I move a different way. I have like, come on, stop playing. Like,
wow.
you know, like what's her face said, you know, you put your hands on certain people, you're gonna die. Like, I promise. Like, just come on. Let's not go there. Like, so everybody want to act like they just so fucking tough and just gonna beat the next person up, bitch. Okay, go ahead, but you put your hands on certain people, bad things are gonna fucking happen to you. I ain't no fucking random ass bitch walking down the street going to the fucking club. Like, no, come on.
And because I'm seeing the comments, a couple of people, do you want to take some calls? A couple of people want to come on and ask you a question or talk to you. Do you want?
I mean, at the moment where we're at with everything, I really don't. I came on this show to kind of just like clear a few things up. I really don't care to like. I don't want to indulge in like certain things that people are probably gonna have to say to me right now. Like, I get it, I got it, I hear everybody. Like, it's okay. Like.
But did you ask production to have a sit down interview on the main page so you can sit down and clear that up?
I mean, I don't know if they'll do that, but at the end of the day, too, it's like, you know, I feel like I've tried the best that I can to clear it up already. Like, I've gone on lives with different people. I went on my live. There was a lot of people on my live right after the show, like a lot. Like, I went on with Sherrod. I had another like interview today earlier. I went on there and said it. I was on with the Justice League earlier with all the other reviewers. Like, so I'm just kind of, I said what I said. I've apologized, and you know, I'm ready to move on now. Like,
yeah, and I hear you. And me, culturally speaking, I really didn't care because you are a hip hop artist, you rap. So I didn't take it as that way. And in a disrespectful manner, I look at it, you just quoting some of your lyrics. And I feel as though if you're making a rap song, it's up to the base. Some is into it, but Eminem used it and he's white. And, you know, no one criticized him. So I just think that if you're around Black people, if you're not using the word in a derogatory manner, if you're using the word just musically speaking, then I don't see a problem with it. But at the end of the day, some people ain't gonna rock with you, some people not, some people will. So who cares? It's about if they're not, if as long as you're not calling them that, or as long as they're not around you, but it's just a hit or miss, whoever is on the side of that issue. I think our generation or the younger generation, we're more so understanding with using the word versus someone being older.
yeah.
Yeah. So with this show, are you excited for the response that you're getting? Because Charlie said you buy your views. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, because he said you buy your views.
No, I don't buy views. I mean, whatever views I have, I get. And I mean, you can see, like, I really feel like it just depends on the photo or the video, because really, like, it's like, if you have a flyer, you might get a couple likes on, well, at least for me, I might get a couple likes on there. But if I post a picture of me, I'll get 100, 200. But if I post a video, I'm getting a couple thousand. Like, And then when I first came out here, some of my shit did go viral, and I got a lot of fucking views on it. And that's where something like my fault, like I was just like, oh, okay, but it was like a visual of me with like money, and I was promoting my music and my song, and it was like, okay, that's where it was like, okay, I was like, whoa, like this is kind of how this works, like, but you know, I'm getting ready to promote some more of my shit, but it's like, I mean, say what you, I mean, I don't know, say what you want to say about me. I don't care, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, if you want to believe it, believe it. If you don't, I don't, you know, hey, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, I got a blue check, he got a blue check. That you can't buy. And I don't care about what nobody say. You could buy views, you could buy followers, you could buy whatever, but what you can't buy is a check. Instagram has to give that to you. So whatever, kudos to you, Charlie, for having one. But guess what, baby? You met your match, because I got one too. Like, it's not, like, come on. And I really feel like that's what it is that, you know, I feel like the reason why we are the way that we are is because certain people, like I said, like to act holier than thou. And the thing about it is that no, there's people that feel like they're not at your level. Well, guess what? Hello, it's me. Like, you've met your match, baby boy. Like, you know what I mean? And I hate to like put names on it, and I'm not going to, but maybe it might be time for me to address a few things. But and that's the reality of this situation. Everybody see it. Like, I don't give a fuck what you got on Instagram and this and that and whatever. Look, I'm right here with you, sitting at this couch. And if not, I've done some many great things. I got a lot of shit coming out. I got a documentary. I was in movies. I've been on Lid. I've been on like, come on, open up for Light Skin Keisha, Kiki Palmer. I performed in Magic City. I performed in damn near every fucking gay club. Like, I mean, I was that girl, like, for the past couple years, like, everywhere. There's a reason why I've only been out here for 3 years, and I've made such a name for myself. Like, come on.
So, and there, a lot of people were saying that Charlie must have been jealous, kind of jealous of that you're stepping in and being a celebrity of sort, coming in the door as a person with a resume. Do you feel that jealousy from Charlie? Do you feel any jealous tendency from him?
I mean, I guess you can kind of say that, but I really wouldn't call it jealousy, because my opinion, like I said, it might be a little bit of that, but we're in our own lanes. And I feel like that's the problem that a lot of people don't understand is learn your fucking lane. Like, I'm not saying that the lane is any bigger than the other one, like, but what I'm saying is that you are a gay boy artist. I am a transgender artist. There is no competition. And that's the same thing that goes for anybody on this show. I am a transgender woman. Who else here is?
And
I'm just saying, like, until you, and even if you were to bring another one on, it would never be a competition. And that's what I'm trying to say. Everybody wants to be in competition. Like, I don't care. I'm only in competition with myself. It is never personal. So I feel like, if anything, it's not so much like jealousy. It's more of like a competition thing. Like, why do you feel like you have to compete or be like that girl or be like, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. When you act holier than thou, that is the biggest thing. And you act like you're better than other people. That is the biggest thing to do to make yourself look like you are not that girl. When you are that girl, baby, you don't have to say it. You show it.
yes. So are you in the house of Miss Rahi? Is that the house that you represent?
No.
Okay. So you're not in the ballroom scene.
No, not yet. I mean, I've always longed to be a Mugler, but my name, I changed it to Maserati. I used to be Delishous Mizrahi, but I changed it before I moved out here, because for that reason, I didn't want people to think that I was just trying to take a name of a house or something without like actually being like gone through their process. You know what I mean? So eventually, I do want to get into ballroom, but I changed my name to Delishous Maserati.
Yes. Okay.
Solely for that purpose, so that way nobody, you know.
I'm here for it. So right now you are still out here doing your music and you're doing great with that. So Delishous, thank you for coming on the show. I'm glad because you cleared up a lot. And at the end of the day, we are excited seeing you on the show because you bring the life to the party. You're not boring like some of the cast members. You're very entertaining.
Thank you.
So who do you think should leave the show?
We ain't gonna get into that. There's, you know, I think it's obvious who should leave the show, and I don't think it's anybody that sits at our table of main cast. But I'm just gonna leave that right there. But I also want to say, like, you know, just to kind of leave off on something, because I talked about it a little bit in my other interview, but I want to take, you know, this one more chance today, and I just, want to say to Charlie that I was sorry. Eventually, I will have that conversation with him outside of that. But he had that chance to say it to me. Whether it was, if whether I don't think it was for my feelings. I personally feel like it was to save what he got going on, which I don't blame him for. Trust me, I completely understand. Like, you don't want nothing to be tarnished on your name for saying something. I don't believe that he is transphobic. Um, but I feel like I just want to take a chance where he got to say he's sorry. I want to say sorry too. I should not have said what I said. And the thing about that is because we all go through things that as humans, and you never know what the next person is going through. And I would have hated if what I said would have been something to push him over the edge to go and make him kill himself, or vice versa. I know that that really would have been like, okay, look, like, what if you would have said that what you said to me made me go and kill myself? Because the thing about it is we all are fighting battles that none of us know nothing about. And I feel like we should all really, really treat each other with kindness. And I'm very sorry for having to go to that level to be malicious like that, like to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, we blacked out and it was like he was trying to hurt me, I was trying to hurt you. And it's like, I knew I'm sorry for that, because I don't, we all go through shit, and that was wrong with me. So
Yeah, so you're going to have that conversation with him eventually.
when it's time. I feel like everything in life is about the right time and the right place. When the time is right, we will sit down by ourselves without anybody, and it'll happen. Like, but I don't want to force anything. I don't want anything forced on me. And when the time is right, everything is on the heat of the moment. Like, we still got episodes to go. Like, this ain't gonna be the only thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other stuff that's gonna come up, but at the end, the time is right. We will have that conversation, and we will have that moment. And until then, all I can do is, take ownership for what I've done or what I feel like I want to apologize for. And I'm never one to not say when I was wrong, and I was wrong for saying that, and I'm sorry, because I would have hated if you would have went and hurt yourself for something, for what I said. I don't wish harm on that little boy. Like, so I just, I'm sorry for that.
All right. Thank you so much, Delishous. How can I get in contact with you?
Oh, you can contact me on Instagram. Follow me, Delishous Maserati. That's DeLishous Maserati. It's the same thing on YouTube, and I have Snapchat. That's Delishous M. And make sure you go stream my music. Of course, hello.
Yes, go.
Apple Music everywhere. I use Apple Music, but you can go stream it wherever else. I don't give a fuck. Just stream it.
Thank you so much, Delishous, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was delicious. Y'all is dragging her in these comments. OMG. I'm seeing a lot of comments. Y'all dragging her in these comments. I see it. So give me a second. Let me fix this green screen thing. Hold on. Y'all are dragging her in the comments. All right. So that was the interview with Delishous. I see that what y'all had to say about it. So now we're gonna get into Meghan Thee Stallion. So she finally responded to everybody, made a video. A lot of people think she threw shade at Tasha K. So I'm gonna play a couple of clips of that. We're gonna give well, not necessarily gonna play a couple of clips of that. She was saying that people was having things to say about the situation. And it was not true that she was shot in both her feet. That it did not hit attendant, it did not hit or destroy something. Like some people think if she just got a little bit of a shot at bone that she still walk on. A lot of folks feel as though that Meghan Thee Stallion is coming out because Erica Banks is creeping up out here in these streets and nobody's taking a break. Like Erica has been touring around the country. Her video has been going up and in views. So a lot of people think that she is coming out because other female MCs out here working hard. So she is letting it be known that she is a 25-year-old. She's not living with her parents. She said, stop making a joke about the situation. But my thing is this: at the end of the day, whether people making a joke or not, We still don't know all the details. You know, Tasha K said that you were fighting Tory Lane, and then Meghan said she was not fighting. So it's like, who do you want to believe? So we don't know if Tasha K going to do another video, because Tasha K definitely had some negative to say about Megan Thee Stallion as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop the link in the comments. Some people say they want to come on and say what they want to say. It's a lot of comments. I was getting a lot of DMs. People are saying that, you know, Megan need to hang it up. She was wrong. Just cooperate with the police. Then you got people with an earlier interview with Delishous. They have some stuff to say as well. So this is your time to express how you feel. They said, so you want to shoot in my pinky toe? Here is the Harlem Nights. They said, so they said, is the Mary sorry Megan? Tory shot you because you surprised him with the ping, just saying, and other explanation out there, B. So, you know, you got a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say about this whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. A lot of stuff was being said. But let's see what the viewers have to say. Go ahead. What do you have to say?
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
All right. So mine is not for Megan. It's for Delishous. I know Delishous chose to leave, which I think is a punk move. But my thing is, she kept putting it off on Charlie, saying that he was the one dissing her friend, but it was actually Sherrod. Remember, he the one that said, "Oh, his career is failing ever since he did that. It's just been falling and all this other kind of stuff." You remember him saying that?
Yes.
And she did. I know she said something to him before he got to that part, and she said, "Don't do my friend." And then after she said that, he made that comment about his career just failing. So I think that she has a personal issue with Charlie. Because why not put that on Sherrod too? And then how fast Delishous was to say, Charlie, that's why you can't rap your career, da 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 da. But last time I checked, Charlie got 2 good songs that I heard off the show. But Delishous song, you know, it was trash. When I heard it, it was too much. What would they call it? You know that little fake voice thing they be doing.
Auto-tuning.
Yes, had too much of that. Then, you know, already sound weird, you know, rapping anyways. But I don't know. I think that Charlie style is a little bit more better than Delishous. I think his flow is better. I think his beats go with everything. But besides that, and then what pisses me off is she said she don't care. My thing, if you don't care, why are you up here addressing it? You know, if anything, she should have just said, "Oh well, I came on here to change my whatever image that people have of me." Don't sit back and say you don't care and then turn around and make some statements as if you care. You know, that just don't make no sense when people do that. And then, oh, I hate that she got off the thing. But I want to know, and I'm sure a lot of females want to know this, why when majority of trans people decide to go trans, why do they represent women in a ghetto hood rat way?
Wow.
I'm just saying, did you see her nails on the show? Like, why they extra long with a curve? Like,
but it's a women that have long nails, extra long nails with curves.
Okay. Okay, the way that Delishous is representing themselves. Why not like Roderick? I love the way Roderick demeanor is, the way he presents, the way Roderick represents herself, and you know, I like that. You know, why do it the opposite way? Like, no offense, Delishous come off as if she one of them chicks that'll be in the parking lot by a dumpster, you know, doing the quickie real quick. That's just how she come off. I'm sorry.
Well, I no, I just think that she more so culturally speaking is bringing a different. This is her swag. She just got a swagger, and I think she's very intelligent. But I
Okay.
think as a rapper, she uses the N word, and the question is, can she use it? And if we're gonna come at her next,
No, and
Eminem,
that was stupid. Did she
Eminem,
really sit up there and say she not racist because she not white?
yes, she did say that.
But you just called her smart. Okay, okay,
But
all
but
right.
but Eminem have used the N word, a lot of times in his music. Why
And
can't?
people got on him,
But he's white.
and he changed it.
Okay.
But she said that there's no issue because she's not white, but you're not black. When people look at her, they do not see a black person. People lean more towards white, regardless if she is white or not, but she looks white. So that word should be out for limits for her, period. You know? And I think that was it. Oh no no no! I would like for you to interview Brandon because I really want to know what he think now that he's seen the episode where his friend Sherrod was the one.
Reach out to Brandon, and Brandon said this. I'm gonna respond. Let me read what he wrote me. But we did reach out to Brandon. Okay,
Okay.
we reached out to him last night because we left Brandon a voice note because I did personally feel bad. His response was, "I appreciate that. I didn't watch, but a lot of folks are telling me about it. I won't be watching, so he will not be watching the show. People are yet telling him about it. It was a bad move for his career because he could not control the narrative and production. Unfortunately, they had their own motive, and though they were going in on Brandon a lot. But for me, I'm gonna tell Brandon to control the narrative. There's nothing wrong with you coming out saying what you want to say. Many people will flock to that and will be understanding to hear his side. And this is not the first time Brandon had made a mistake of not doing interviews to control the narrative. When About Him season 2 came out, he was replaced with Gary LeVar, a masculine
Hmm.
gay man, and Brandon didn't say anything. He didn't do no interviews about it. He just wrote a statement and left it alone. And I told him last year, or the year before last, when I went to Atlanta, I said you need to do an interview to talk about that, and people will be understanding. Then more doors will open up. But he doesn't like to defend himself in the public eye when it comes to interviews.
Oh, okay. Well,
Second,
I mean,
something
I keep hearing. I'm sorry. I keep hearing. You know, a bad light. What? I mean, I watched the episodes. What bad image did it give
I
him?
just think you had to say for him, for Brandon speaking, right? The two
Mm-hmm.
dollar him dance for $2. They recorded that. That showed that
Ah.
embarrassed him, right? Then you go from that was last. Then for this week is you work at California King Pizza and you serve me my tea. Like it's like embarrassing him throwing a dig, and for outside looking in, now me watching it, it does make him look bad. Because number one, you first of all, you say he only stripping for $2, and that's the narrative you put out. Now it probably was more money that he was getting,
No.
but that snippet
Right.
recorded made it seem like he can't dance, like he real stiff. And then to add a nail to the coffin when they said, he's on OnlyFans, support him on his OnlyFans, wish him that was like another dig.
I mean, what? I mean, look, he the one that have an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
once
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
how is it
yeah,
making him look bad if he have an OnlyFans
yeah.
and then the
You're
video
right.
come out of him stripping?
You're right.
I'm not understanding how are the producers making him look bad. Now, if he didn't have that OnlyFans, then yeah, I could be on his side with that. But they not making him look bad.
You
That
are
could have
so
been the beginning of the routine. You know what I'm saying? And somebody could have, oh, he's sexy. Let me drop these $2. Or and then on top of that, that was just a small area of the stage. So I mean, I don't think they made him look bad. I think he needs to do an interview. You know, try and
no.
reach out to him again.
I'm
You
gonna.
know, he needs to do an
I
interview.
think people need to reach out to him and tell him to do an interview as well, because I did feel bad for him because a lot of people in his city are not putting respect on his name, and you had a lot of people. If you all remember, I forgot the young man's name, but he offed himself. He was a blogger. And what was his Ty? What's his name? I forgot the man's name, but he was in Atlanta. So you have to be very careful because these people they can't take criticism like that. When you good looking and people criticize, a lot of them can't take it. I can take it, you know what I'm saying? But everybody is not as strong or have thick skin as me. And one of the criticism was what he would criticize, and he would look at the comments. That brother would look at the comments, and when people criticize him, he would get into depression. Like I'm like, if you know, and then some people don't have it like that. You look at Ty Couture. Did I say his name right? Yeah, thank you. So when you and then you might get all of these followers, but then your finances might not be up to par. So I just wanted to just surround myself with Brandon and not, surround him with love and with to encouragement and to say he do need to come out with an interview because I was happy to see him on the show. I was so happy when he announced that he was going to be on G Status ATL Hustle. But he more so would have fit well with Chasing Atlanta. I think he would have fit well with Chasing Atlanta. I don't think it would have been
You think so?
I don't think it would have been
no Chasing Atlanta. They got Gardini. Gardini over there. Gardini don't play. He come for him.
But then again, they probably would have still put out his business. But I think the producers would have respected him enough and not dragged him so much. But in this case, me personally, I wouldn't have left. I would have just stayed, roast and gag, and got them girls together at the reunion show and let it be known. I would have done that because if you leave, it make you look weak.
Right. And I mean, I hate that he left. I think he needs to go back. Or matter of fact, you already said he's not watching the show. I think somebody should reach out to him so that way he can go for the reunion. Because Sherrod was the one that was dissing him, and Sherrod is the one that was supposed to be in his friend. It was not Charlie. All they said was, no, Sherrod was the one that dissed that man.
I know
talking about ever since he did that his career have been failing. Yeah, that is a dick.
Yeah, he said after Chase said, he would say after about him, his career had failed, and that's not true. Brandon does other shows in New York as well. But that was just Sherrod's motive, and that's why Brandon should have left. He should have waited to confront Sherrod, but leave it. You let them control the narrative, especially on the show, and stayed on there for that season, and then for next season, don't go back. Don't go back.
Right. He definitely needs to be there for the reunion. But okay, let me just make this last comment, and I'm leaving just in case Charlie is watching. Oh, I love Charlie. Yes, Argot and Charlie, I like them on the show. I like them a lot. Together. Not separate, but together. But all right, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. And we were on Charlie's live last night while we was on the show. And so that was exciting as well. All you guys were satisfied with last houses. Wiley. I agree, Wiley. They said Wiley, I would have built a personality around being later. That was my job with tips. Yes, I wouldn't have left either, but I do feel from and I do like Brandon. Brandon is a very adorable guy. They said Mike. Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. And so I'm just saying it all the way clear. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna bring it to we done now. Because we have some numbers. So we will see y'all later. Peace, y'all. I'm gonna come back to the next video.